type of man, he's a nasty, foul-mouthed man. Everything that comes out of his mouth is a cuss word. Talks dirty about women, talks nasty about them, says things you ought not be saying. God set a fire under that man. My mom said he went to church, and he took his granddaughter with him. And they come back after church and looked at his wife and said, honey, next week we're going back and you're going with me and we're bringing the rest of the kids. And they've been going every Sunday since. Let's just give God a hand clap of praise for that. I mean, is that not awesome what God can do? Just when one person gets a fire underneath him. Are you ready to get a fire set underneath you tonight? Are you ready to get that fire that you've already got? Even though you may be looking like this right here. This is a pile of ashes tonight. You may look like that. That may be your life. That was my life at one point. But you know, as God's representative, that's what you all are. You are God's representative in this rescue mission that He has on this earth to see lost souls saved. This is a rescue mission. We're out. We're searching for lost souls. That's what we're doing. But you know, as a representative of God, what you do daily really does matter. Because what you do is either going to positively or negatively impact the lives of others. You can be contagious more than one way. You can be contagious for God and set on fire for Jesus, or you can just become contagious with the negative and tear your world apart. I want to show you, see what this one person can do when you get set on fire. I'm sure each of you have your own stories. You want to get fired up, Scott? Are you ready to get fired up? You've got a ministry you're starting with, right? Or you was going to school or something. Okay. Jeremy's got a ministry that you've been preaching and you've spoken. You've got a call of God on your life. You need to have the fire of the Holy Spirit to back you up. You need a boldness in your speech. You need strength and courage to face the day. When the devil throws things in your face, just like the disciples, when they lost their fire because the devil come up and started trying to extinguish their fire, you need that fire. All of us need that fire on a daily basis. Are you ready to get fired up tonight? Amen? Get fired up. Get fired up. Look at me, get fired up. Look at your neighbor and tell him get fired up. A little bit louder now.
Get fired up.
A little bit louder now. I tell you. Look at what happens when just one gets fired up. It becomes contagious. It becomes infectious. I'm going to tell you what you can do. I'm going to show you what happens when just one person gets fired up. I'm going to show you. Are you ready? Cameraman, can you zoom in so we can see this? I'm going to show you what just one person can do when you get a fire underneath you and how you can affect others. These are matches. Each one of these matches represent each of you guys and all the other little Christians in the world who are standing on the outside of the fire. But when you get into the fire, when one person gets that fire of God underneath them, Are you seeing what's happening? Are you seeing that? That one little person that got set on fire became contagious. Look how it's spreading out. Have you seen how it's spreading out? Let's go ahead and set a fire under this one over here. Let's set fire under a few of these guys and see what happens. When you get just a few of them set on fire for God, see how the entire thing becomes infected? How they start to infect all the others? Do you see what I'm talking about? This is the power that you have available to you tonight through the power of the Holy Spirit. Look at them, they're still burning. They're still burning. Take care of that for me. You see, the thing is, when you get a fire set up underneath you, I'm going to tell you what you guys are tonight. Don't throw nothing at me. But this out here, this is the congregation. This is the pile of ashes. Yeah. This is where the fire once was. All this here. All the people. And all the people that's watching on that camera, that's where the fire was. But the fire burned out. You know what that makes, y'all? I was there too. Matter of fact, I'll just step over here with you. We're a pile of ashes. That's what we are. Because we say we want to be set on fire for God. We want to do great things for God, but we can't get into the fire.